Alright, and back into war in Spain. It is 19 July 1936 now. I did realize... Here, turn summary. So we can actually see the actual combat losses suffered in the last turn. So, on the 18th of July, I suffered 904 casualties. The Nationalists suffered 1,273 casualties. They lost 25 guns. I lost 7. No. Lost outright 5 and 1. They had 25 damage. I had 7 damaged. Vehicles. I guess, but this report, a summary of the turn's losses, is generated for every turn. So I went back and I loaded up the previous turn. So day one's losses were 427 Nationalist casualties and 836 Republican casualties. So day one didn't go too well for me overall. Day two actually went favorably for me. Right then, so let us get day three. So I think the strategy I was thinking of was try to take these islands first and then try to crush this pocket of nationalist resistance, of nationalist forces here. I wonder if maybe I want to concentrate first and foremost on crushing this pocket, and then... Well, no, except I already have strong forces all the way over here. It wouldn't necessarily make sense to march them all the way across Spain to crush these enclaves of nationalist forces. And once they're crushed, have to march them all the way back to take these islands. I should go after the islands first, I think. Or try to do both simultaneously to the extent possible. Okay, so we have an estimate of how many troops the enemy has there. I do kind of want this on the right. Okay, so I'm still ordering them to conduct a deliberate attack. Oh, but how well is that fight going? Seems to recall there are definitely some places where the fighting is not going very favorably for me. And these guys... Kind of looks like a lot of enemy units are starting to concentrate on Seville. Most of my other forces in the region are static. These guys I can move. Let's... try to have you move that way. Try and reinforce a little bit. Yeah, I do think they should continue their deliberate attack We should have the edge there. We have 550 men and 10 guns against 418 men. These guys are in the process of moving. We don't really have enough manpower there. I think we're winning there again. Oh yes, we need more troops to rush to Corduba. I also want to make sure I don't leave the north undermanned. We want you to switch to defend and defend. Where am I marching you to again? Ah, these are... Okay. They aren't marching anywhere. Did they just come onto the map? Maybe they just came onto the map. They have some armored fighting vehicles. Relatively low manpower. But yeah, they've got some combat vehicles, so they'll be useful. I want them. Conduct a deliberate attack on Toledo. Yeah, they are still on defend orders, which is good. That's what I want. Everyone here who can attack. Let's have them move there. It's going favorably for me. Should be going well for me. Is the option to divide into detachments? I don't think I want to do that. Show table of organization. All right then. So if I want to attack these, okay, just have 2 patrol boats at Valencia. Oh, I do have submarines somewhere. I need to figure out what base they're at. and have them start patrolling. Oh, wait, hang on. There's a naval base there. Ah, that appears to have the bulk of my ships. So, that's up at Barcelona. There's a lot of combat power up there at Barcelona. Most of these guys are static. What about these guys? A lot of these guys are not static. Many of them are. Ah, submarines. So, task force. Submarine. So are they going to start patrolling automatically? Do I need to set a patrol zone for them? That is the patrol I just made. All right, let's get another one out there. Now, I think the game does take ship endurance into account. Like if the submarines are patrolling, like if I have them all out patrolling at once, then once they have reached the end of their endurance, they'll all be back in port refitting at once, which I don't want. But I believe in naval warfare you have the 1/3 rule, where 1/3 of your ships are on mission, 1/3 are moving to or from port, and 1/3 are in port. So I think, following that logic, I will have 1/3 of my subs, that's 2 subs, out patrolling. So I won't give them any more orders. But I do still have... Oh, okay. the more I can figure out where all of my ships are. In fact, this... We've got Republican forces we're fighting here in this hex. (1,589 men and 13 guns against 1,300 men and 24 guns, so they have an artillery advantage. We have a very slight manpower advantage, not enough to be decisive. I already gave them a movement order. Ah, he's already got a movement order. Now, for invading Ibiza, I think Valencia is probably the best port for the job. Yeah, okay. I am going to try to concentrate all the forces I can on Valencia. Got some nationalist units roaming around here. Oh, and let's only look at mobile units. Select all. Do a strategic move to Valencia. No. Just regular move. Well, hang on. Maybe we can do a strategic move. Give it a try. And it looks like we've got a rail link all the way up there. So these ships have been useful in the fight for Malaga, say by providing some shore bombardment support. sailing... That's okay. Huh. Well, if it can carry troops, that's good enough. Hopefully it can carry troops. Okay. And you head to Valencia. It's going to be as big a fleet as I can possibly muster. I don't even know if I have enough troops to actually require all of these ships for an invasion. Okay. And Barcelona, of course, we also want these ships. LBs are landing barges. Those will be useful. Okay. Yeah, from Valencia, we will launch an invasion of Ibiza. Hopefully we've got enough naval combat power concentrated, or will have, to force our way through. Looks like they do have some ships in the area. Aircraft. I think if I want to try to start squeezing out this area, I need to get some of my aircraft on bombing missions. I need to relocate them down here so they can start doing some bombing. How are we doing here? 1,928 men and 2 guns concentrated against. Oof, okay. Okay, we have a superior concentration of forces at Gijon. Well, okay, no, they have more artillery than we do. Alright, I want you to move to Gijon. Only 137 men. Probably not enough to make a winning difference. "206 men. Well, I can either double down or I can retreat. Okay, I think you do need to stay where you are. Oh. Oh. They're a static unit, so I can't have them retreat. But they are definitely outmatched by what they're facing. soon, then hopefully I can get away with just leaving minimal combat power behind to hold the islands, and then bring everyone back onto the peninsula to start pushing forward to try, hopefully link up with my forces in the north. And to start squeezing out this pocket down here. Yeah, I have a basic idea of how I want to try to win this war. Squeeze out this enclave right here, or these two enclaves right there. Capture these two islands. Link up with my forces in the north. Squeezing out these enclaves here reduces the number of directions I need to split my forces between. It should be relatively easy to squeeze them out compared to squeezing out the much larger area over here. Taking these islands should secure the routes that I'm expecting aid from the Soviet Union to come through. And then obviously linking up with the north will help to ensure it survives. Then the last stage will be trying to squeeze out the nationalist forces in their the main area they're fighting in, their main territory. Oof, okay. We are outmatched here, but we have okay, I think what I should have you do, you are heavily outnumbered. I want you to withdraw. Withdraw to about there. Yeah, and I'm going to change your move to just to the right there. I want to keep them on the enemy's side of the river so that when I can actually attack the enemy, we don't have to cross a river in the process. You move up to reinforce. You also move up to Caracas. Yeah, okay, you guys are... I'm moving you south. I'm at a distinct disadvantage in Corduba. Fall back on that base right there. Let's concentrate some combat power so that we have a better chance of winning at Corduba at a later time. Okay. Yes, is there anything else? Land-based aircraft should actually get sitting idle at least. Have any air bases down here, which is unfortunate. It would make sense to concentrate my air power where I intend to conduct my main offensives. Well, okay, I think we are ready for the next turn. One more day of the war to elapse. Okay, so we've got a naval bombardment. The light cruisers. Oh yes, there's also... I also have to think about naval forces up here. Yikes. Well, that's not good. Light cruisers are fairly important ships. At least in our Navy. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. Alright. So we've got 2 patrol boats. I guess it must be very early in the morning. It's night, or I think it's night. So it doesn't look like anything happened with that one. Of course, Libertad is already damaged. Ah, I see. The time of day is progressing up here. Okay, and nothing terribly eventful there. Got an engagement with an enemy patrol boat. Okay. That didn't go too bad. It is now 3 in the morning. shell splashes. It really is like a very low resolution Rule the Waves. Oh, yikes. Surely I think cruisers are probably going to need to return to port after this. We finally hit the thing. We're having some trouble landing hits on these enemy ships. Yes, okay, another hit. Like right on the mast. Ooh, did we sink it? Got another one. Okay, outstanding. All right, now we got some air combat. I think they're attacking the ships that have been ordering to move. Ships are faster than this. It hits. Just ended up killing some civilians. Not great. Okay. Okay. Didn't take any losses. Alright, and our 2 light cruisers, once again, continuing their rampage. And we've got excellent, excellent. We are doing good work picking off their support ships here. These light cruisers have been very effective at picking off the enemy support ships. Is that a torpedo? No, what is that? One ship. And this is one of my torpedoes, or one of my submarines. It's firing its deck gun at an enemy, or several enemy ships, apparently. Ooh. Well, hang on. Hopefully I have correctly identified who is who here. Is it my ship on the bottom and the enemy ship on the top? Because if those are my ships getting hit, then that's less good. I'm really hoping those are enemy ships getting hit there. Does seem to be taking a while, though. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's an enemy convoy getting hit. Because I think this is taking place probably in this hex right here. I believe those are two of my submarines attacking enemy ships there. So, the transport ships we're seeing on fire are a good thing. Okay, National Fleet, 3 of their ships have suffered some kind of damage. Heavy fires, heavy damage, heavy fires, heavy fires, heavy damage. Okay. Excellent. not lose any of my light cruisers, because those are my most effective ships so far. Okay. Fine there. Okay, and that is our ships under attack now. I think. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Again, didn't actually manage to accomplish anything useful there. Wide range of uncertainty on the number of civilian casualties. Okay, that was a Republican air raid. Okay. Okay, and we're getting the land combat now. So... this battle took place in Oviedo. I suffered 46 casualties in that attack. Alright. San Geronimo is where we had that fight. Nationalist deliberate attack. They've broken through. They control that hex now. I've suffered 60 casualties. That's not great. Nationalist deliberate attack at Granada. Bugger. They took 34 casualties. I took 168. They have broken through, apparently, in multiple areas. Malaga. A cautious attack. They took 15 casualties. I took 13. In Iran, I took 10 casualties. They took none. They conducted a cautious attack. Palos. There it is. There's Palos. They took 16 casualties. Excellent. They've taken an undefended hex right there. Okay, no casualties in that battle. But... Ah. Huelva. Molina. Ah, there's Molina. No casualties on either side. And... Jean? There it is. They suffered 11 casualties in their attack. I didn't suffer any. Okay. As Pontus de Garcia, they suffered 9 casualties. I suffered 34. So, yikes. I suffered 10 casualties. They suffered none. At Covadonga. Okay, now I am conducting deliberate attacks. And this is in Madrid. Defender suffered 14 casualties. We've broken through. The defender is retreating. I conduct a deliberate attack at Malaga. Suffered 48 casualties from my trouble, but the defender suffered 106 casualties. The nationalist suffered 106 casualties there, so excellent. Okay. Back in Huelva, I conduct an attack. I took 12 casualties, the nationalist took 38. Where are we here? Okay, we are back at Jean. I conducted a cautious attack and inflicted 48 casualties. Excellent. We conducted a deliberate attack at Alcorcón Cuatro Vientos. The defender suffered 10 casualties. We've broken through their retreating. Okay, at Granada, I suffered 87 casualties, they suffered 83. I'll take it. Toledo, they suffered 12 casualties. Okay. I conducted an attack at San Sebastian and suffered 43 casualties. They suffered 97. Excellent. Deliberate attack. I apparently didn't suffer any casualties. The enemy has suffered 116. Nice. Okay, deliberate attack at Gijon. At Gijon, I suffered 33. The enemy suffered 10 casualties. That's not great. Ouch. This one went very poorly for me. I lost 232 casualties. They took 25. And Toledo, I took 1 casualty. They took 22. Let's see here. I took 20 casualties. They took 120. Breaking through, and some of the enemy is retreating. Okay, and... Oh, yeah, okay. This is right by the French border. I took 40 casualties. The enemy took 220. No casualties, apparently, here. Okay. Back in Hernani. I took 43 casualties, they took 71. And we've broken through their defenses. Yeah. Here we are. The enemy took 15 casualties, I didn't take any, and we've broken through their defenses. Okay. Zumarraga. They took 15 casualties, we've broken through their defenses. It looks like... Okay, the Nationalists have taken an undefended hex. And that is the end of the 19th of July. But okay, we've got, okay, we lost 2 bases, and really need to start focusing on seizing bases, I think. But it looks like I came out slightly better here. Took 900 casualties on day 3. The Nationalists took 1,107 casualties on day 3 of the war. So I consider that a reasonably successful result. Let's go ahead and keep track of that, because I'm not actually sure that the game is going to keep track of these numbers in the long run. Okay. So we've got our day 3 casualties, or day 3 results now. And I guess we will be back to fight the 4th day of the war tomorrow.